Recently, one gentleman was telling me, "Oh, dude, the partnership is not working for me. That's the only reason I don't get into any kind of partnership because they may sometimes cheat me or we may end up in quarreling with them, each other. So I always want to go alone." So is that a regular phenomenon? Because I hear this phrase quite frequently. So we just find how to find the co-founder, how to find a good partner for your business. This is Kalyan and I am online startup and entrepreneur coach who is here to help you out find solutions in your business. So the biggest problem that many people say is that the partner is not fitting up properly. The fit is not, alignment is not proper. So I'm here with some sort of solutions based on various, because I hear this quite frequently, and so I just thought let me have some study on this, and based on these kind of studies I'm just coming out with some solutions here. First of all, we should also know why should we need a partner. There are many reasons. Somebody will be looking for a partner in their startup or in your entrepreneurship, in your business, because they may be in need of funds, or they may require somebody to support them, or they may require some expert in that field. So these are the main reasons that people are searching for partners, right? So in this case, why and how should we select partners? And one of the easiest way to select partners is search in your circles who already know you or you already know them. So you need to just select in your circle and then find who is the right fit for you to be a partner. Okay, getting their confirmation, whether they're showing up interest or not, all those things you need to find out, that is different. But first of all, that's the first solution, is selecting in your circle. But while selecting your circle, one thing you need to understand is that you need to you have to keep your emotions away on the decision making process. That is one way. And another way to select a partner, to select a good partner, is to go and attend various webinars or seminars or networkings and get to know each other. I know there are many people who have identified good partner just because they have seen each other in many networks in the same kind of areas where they have seen, and they thought that this guy is suiting me. So they married each other in business, and they have been doing wonderfully well because they know each other. They are having the similar kind of interest. They came there for networking with the same kind of vision. That is, both of them wanted to learn a lot, and both of them wanted to create lot of friends. Both of them wanted to share knowledge and get knowledge. So networking is one of the easiest way, one of the best way to find your co-founder or partner. So the question may come, that is, okay, I'm having a partner. Okay, I chose a partner. How can I believe him? There is only one way, that is test and trust. Yes, I repeat the word, test and trust. You need to test various things on your partner, because the partner may be a dual face. What you see in front of you may not be the same that behind you. So the partner may be a dual face. So you need to do a test, a couple of tests you need to do. That is, for that purpose you may be making some minor losses. But making some minor losses is better than ending up in a huge loss and closure of business. And the another one is that when you are choosing a partner, you should be in a position to identify what is your strong point, what is your weak point, strength and weakness, and try to find a partner who is strong in your weak area, whatever it is. It may be financial, it may be what you call, I would rather say technical. Okay, if you are getting a partner who is strong in your weak area, what you can do is you can share your job with him. Both of you can have a clear-cut path on what he is supposed to do and what you are supposed to do, and take your organization forward. If you see carefully, these companies which are really become massive success, they are like Facebook, Apple, Google or Microsoft. They all have a very good co-founders or co-partners or in their business. They all have a very good co-founders when they were starting up. And it is because of these co-founders or partners that they were able to come up in their business. In the later stage, they may part away. That is different. But they were really able to find the right partner for their business. And if you see, how did they find out? They found out with the kind of studies that they have done, like I told, networking, or through just scanning through your friendships, etc., etc., etc. So finding this kind of partnership is very, very important. And if you really want to have a good, successful partnership, if you want to have a very good co-founder who will last for a long time, the best thing is you need to decide what you are supposed, duties and responsibilities should be defined perfectly, and you should have a very clear-cut arrangement that he will never come and barge into your duties and you will never go and barge into his duties when he is doing or even you are doing. If there is anything to be discussed on what you do, if he feels that what you are doing is wrong, the thing is that you people need to discuss between yourself, not to go out in any way, not to go to the employees, not to go to others in any way. That should be very clearly and openly discussed and cleared. If you are able to do this, believe me, at least 90% of the partnership will survive and succeed. As far as a startup is concerned, having a partner, having a co-founder is very important, because you are starting a project with a bootstrap. And being a bootstrap, definitely you need somebody who can really back you up. So if you have a person who is capable of handling people, if you have a person who is technically capable, or if you have a person who is financially also capable and who can also become involved in the setup, what will happen is your workload will come down and you can concentrate more on applying your ideas. So when you are able to apply your ideas, automatically what happens? Naturally, they all will be working out very fast. So these are the kind of things which are very, very, very important in your life while choosing a co-founder or a partner. I'm sure this will really help you a lot, even though these are very, very simple points that I'm talking about, but very much valid because it is based on the experiences of my clients that I have gone through, that I have seen in my life. If you like this video, please subscribe, give a like, subscribe and share so that many, many people will get benefited. So we'll be coming back with a lot of videos to help all entrepreneurs as well as startups. Thank you so much for watching. This is Kalyan signing out. All the best. Thank you.